Hello, my name is Andrea Valencia, and I am the Reference and Instruction Librarian here at the Riverside County Law Library. Today, we're going to be going over a brief voter information guide for the upcoming June 7th, 2022 primary election. So this election that's coming up will include candidates for U.S. Senate, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, Controller, Treasurer, Attorney General, Insurance Commissioner, Member of the State Board of Equalization, State Superintendent of Public Instruction, U.S. Representative in Congress, State Senator, State Assembly Member, as well as other local candidates. So the first step is if you think you're already registered to vote in the state of California, you can check online. You can check online at voterstatus.sos.ca.gov. And using this website, you can do multiple things. You can check to see if you're registered to vote. You can check to see where you're registered to vote. You can check your political party preference. You can check your language preference for election materials, the status of your vote by mail or provisional ballot. You can find your polling place, find information for upcoming local and state elections, find contact information for your county's elections office, or choose how you want to receive your state and county's voter guides before each election. So to do all that, you'll submit a few pieces of information on this website, beginning with your first and last name, your date of birth, and then you'll need to put in your driver's license or identification card number, and lastly, the last four digits of your social security number. So you're going to click next, and a page will come up showing all that information. So the first thing you'll see is your voter status. So I did it. So this is my voter status. It has my name and information, the address in which I registered to vote, which is my residential address, my political party preference, and then it shows what county you're registered to vote in. So I'm registered to vote in Riverside County. So at the very, very bottom, it says to change your voter information, please re-register to vote. So if anything ever changes in your information, whether you're moving to a different county, your last name has changed due to marriage, your political party preference has changed, all things like that, you would re-register to vote. If you scroll a little bit further down, you'll be able to select an election to see if you're registered to vote and able to vote in that election. So I selected the June 7th, 2020 primary election. I clicked show status, and then you'll see below that my ballot was mailed by Riverside County on 5/9/2022. It has not been received yet by the county because I haven't sent it in yet, but it does say that it was issued. So that's important to know. And then you can also change some settings in regards to your election materials and information guides that you can receive prior to the election. So I selected that I want to get voter information guide information by mail, and I want it to receive it before the election for both my state and county. And then I also selected English as my preferred language. I selected that I did want to receive my ballot by mail. And then I didn't want it as a one-time access. I wanted it continuously. All right, next, you'll be able to track your ballot. So you'll be able to track your ballot when it's mailed, received, and counted. So you would submit your first and last name, your date of birth, and your zip code. And this is all by ballot tracks. And you'll be able to see once it's counted, and you'll know that your vote has been counted. Next, we're going to go over where you can vote. So you can vote at a variety of different locations across the county. So for an example, if I lived here at the library downtown Riverside, or if I lived in the area, my zip code would be 92501. And you'll see the following locations. Now it's important to note that at each location, there are different services that are available. So for example, at the city of Riverside, location, it's only a ballot drop-off location. So this location will not provide same-day voter registration or early voting. So again, early voting is where you may pick up and or vote by mail ballot at this location. Same-day voter registration, voters can conditionally register and vote after the 15th voter registration deadline at this location. And lastly, a ballot drop-off is a secured box where vote by mail ballots may be dropped off. So as I said earlier, I have a vote by mail ballot, so I would need to find a location in which I can drop off my ballot. So this first location would work. It's a ballot drop-off location. The next location, the Riverside Main Library, they have 3 services: early voting, same-day voter registration, and ballot drop-off location. It is important to note the hours for the operation of services and the ballot drop-off days and hours. So that's important to note. And then the last 2 locations looks like there's the Ruth Lewis Community Center. So again, it is differing in services according to certain hours. So if I wanted to help my parents out and help them find a location in which they can do any of these services, I could pop in their zip code. So they live in Riverside County, but they live in Corona, and their zip code is 92882. So here are some locations. So the first one on top is Corona High School. It has all 3 services and the operation days and hours for the services, as well as the ballot drop-off hours. Below, you'll see that the Corona Public Library has hours and services, as well as the Corona Senior Center, the Ben Franklin Elementary School, and then the City of Corona itself. City Hall has the services. So again, it's just important to note which service you are looking for and the hours that it's available. So lastly, just to end, we're going to go over the important dates. May 9th was the first day that you are eligible to vote. Each eligible voter will have been receiving their ballot by mail beginning this day. So I think I did receive it around that time. May 23rd is the registration deadline. So if you are not registered to vote as of May 23rd, you would have to find a location of the same-day voter registration. So again, you can check your status online to see if you're registered to vote, and then you can just follow the regular procedure. If not, you would have to do same-day voter registration. May 28th through June 7th, that is where you can vote early in person at any of the 4-day or 11-day voter centers in Riverside County, including Election Day. And then June 7th is official election day. So you can mail in, drop off your vote by mail ballot. Mail-in ballots must be postmarked by this date and receive no later than June 14th to be counted. So here are some of the sources that I used and websites that you can find this information at. And then again, if you have any questions, you may contact the Riverside County Register of Voters, or you can contact the Riverside County Law Library and we will help point you in the right direction. Have a good day.